Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.
The packages, and I remember that I had the bonuses on there, and then I had to take them off because I got a lady from Montreal that wanted to have a gold package. And then she expected to get these bonuses on top of,
So which one is the gold package?
Gold package was
The second or third or
second. Yeah, the middle one.
So she, okay. So
yeah. So she bought the gold one, but then she expected. She said, when are we gonna do my bonuses? And so I had to explain to her that one of the bonuses was that I was doing a core belief balance, and then that I needed a surrogate, so Willem was helping, and like I would charge normally outside the package I would charge $50 an hour for that.
Yeah.
And but she insisted she had bonuses, so I thought, what? I'm just gonna say I know how you feel. Other people found something, and and then afterwards I said, acknowledge that what I sent you was confusing. Let's just forget about it. You're gonna get your bonuses. And she was happier than can be. So I'm doing 8 sessions instead of 6 sessions with her. It's just my time, right? So.
But the question is, if you didn't offer the 2 extra hours, do you believe she will come? Because it's a good question. How much are we generous, and how much we give out? That's right. Because all of us is our time. Like Mike is his time, mine is my time. Like I spend. I'm not sure he's coming or not, but I spend about six days with somebody, 2 to 3 hours, and he canceled on me 2 days. So it was like it wasn't a disaster too much, but I frame it as a disaster. After the 6 days, what happened? He signed up for my program and he paid back.
He paid back.
He paid back the months, whatever it is. So
yeah.
Get married?
Yeah. So the question is, without the bonus, will she sign up?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And if she comes, it's okay. So if somebody will come and insist that they have a bonus, it means what?
They are interested.
In the bonus or in the actual program?
In the bonus.
In the bonus.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Mike? Like the way.
Yeah, I've seen people manipulate my services like that too, and I'm just saying, hey, you know what? That's I had someone just recently. They did the same thing. They said, "Oh, I thought we were going to do my 2016 taxes." I said, "No, I was going to do an adjustment to add in your child support. That's all I was going to do. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You want me to all of a sudden put all your business financials into a 2016? That's a full return." I said, "Best I can do on that is $500, which is already down from 12." I said, "That's a steal." I said, "I can't do it, but because I'm doing 2017 for you, I'll do them both."
But always the question comes again, same situation, because everybody around the table will feel the same, will have the same situation.
Yeah.
Do you believe this individual will take the step if you didn't have this dangling carrot, which we call it bonus, or not?
I would actually encourage you to step up and say, you know what, the bonuses were for the platinum package, and
No, she already have bonuses for platinum package.
Huh?
Yeah.
She had different bonuses for
Yeah.
each package she has.
But she said the bonuses weren't applicable to the gold package.
Yeah.
So which package were they applicable to? The platinum?
The gold.
The gold.
The gold.
So why wouldn't she get them?
But she would get them, but she expected that it would be 8 sessions instead of 6 sessions. So she was going to get the bonuses anyway, but they were like the bonus was a special session, and so that wasn't clear, So now
The bonuses were only available if she signed up at the moment.
She had signed up already. Well, I don't have it with me. I could, otherwise I could have showed you.
But my point to you, you must keep them as bonus. You may change the wording, because my gut feeling said this particular customer came in because of the bonus, not because of anything else. If you have your offer without the bonus, she may not join.
Okay, so I changed.
Because once the minute she came in, she said, "What? Can I get the bonus first?" Or she have discussion on the bonus.
Yeah.
So if you did it, if you have the description, like if they cannot understand the bonus, clarify the language, but keep it as a bonus.
Okay. Yeah, because like we looked at it, and then I took all the bonuses off, and I sent it to a couple of other people with no results. And
Okay,
so
with no results. Okay, great. Can you email these people back? And Mike and Kevin can comment on that if they like. Can you send them back and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm actually running a special bonus for the months, for the last week of May, or for the first week of June, and this special bonus will expire." So on the same bonus sheet, adjust the language. This is one extra task.
Mm-hmm.
And then put expired June 6/6. Do you like the date 6/6, 2016? 2018, sorry? 6/7 or 6/6, whatever date, and just say, okay, I send you this offer before, and I'm running a special bonus as a promotion for the first week of June, or from now, like from May 20, whatever. I'm running a special bonus. Would you like to join?
Mm-hmm.
And see what will happen. I believe there is a line. Like yesterday, I had somebody signed up and for a program, and then they said, I believe if I triple my price, they would sign for the trip. But I gave them what I believe it's fair. And they were so excited, and they got so much in this 4th session out of the 6 they attended, to the extent that these individuals actually, when I walked out from the room, I said, you know what, if I tripled my price, I would basically still have the deal, but I wasn't sure, like, you know what, F, you don't sure. So I had no question on how much will it cost. I had no question on anything. Just tell me how much to be here for another 2 years, and they just signed. They did not challenge any information I said, and this make me feel undersold. Because if I come to Kevin, I say, Kevin, this is like $100 or $125. I said, yeah, you know what, yeah, but you know what, can you have it for $97? This is what we expect, that's right. If somebody will just sign right away for the price you name, do you feel like if you increase it a little bit, 5, 10%, 20%, whatever percentage, most likely you'll get the extras, right? You'll get the extra cash.
Mm-hmm.
Is the reverse in the bonus. So if you send them an offer and the offer did not get through, run the bonus for 2 weeks or for a week and send it them back.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, if they did not respond, what you do? You pick up the phone or whatever communication and say, can I discuss my offer for you? Maybe there's something you are not clear. And you basically ask the question. You say, like, you came for the service, you ask for the price, I give you the one, we are running now a bonus. What's holding you back? You will get from this what's holding you back, you will get from this question a reason why they don't sign. What's your comment?
Yeah, that's exactly the way I would look at it. But now moving forward, you might not know why. Maybe they've got something going on in their business, and maybe they're taking off on a holiday that's going to interrupt the program. Maybe they're ready to step forward in 2 months.
Yeah. And maybe
it's something to do with your program that just doesn't apply to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll find out when you talk.
I'm getting people now that I'm doing the complimentary sessions, and I'm still doing them, and I'm getting people from Cayman Islands, England, and
we should go be a surrogate for her in Cayman Island, but I want to be a surrogate in Cayman Island, okay? Just I pay for my trip.
I'll take
so they literally go, because they come to Bruce Lipton, and then they go to the main Psyche website, and they literally go to every, ask me, how do you find me? Because it's not on that website that I do complimentary sessions. So they literally must go to every instructor, and there's 40 of them, to see what everybody has to offer. And I'm the only one who is offering the complimentary session. So that's how they find me.
That's good.
But then, still, a lot of them don't sign up. you know. So, and I think they really come because it's free, you know. But then, and they also, you know, like the people, you know, who really, they come, you know, I do one balance with them, and they already see results after.
There is a difference between you see the result
Yeah.
and you insisted that this result will not continue if you don't join my program, or what I'm solving is a smaller problem or a smaller part of a bigger problem. If I believe if you don't have these two positions, like the example Mike brought in was good, because he basically said, I'm doing 2017 business tax and I'm willing to help with 2016 personal, and this would trigger a bigger problem in the business tax in 2016. So he asked for, I would not give $500, I would give like maybe 800 on 1200 discount, like 40% discount, or you give 60%, is up to whatever generosity you have. But always the question is, if he doesn't show that now you have a bigger, another problem or a bigger problem to solve.
Yeah.
Well, I should preface that. He had sent me an email while I was in Orlando, and he said, you told me you were going to do it for free. Just cancel my contracts and go in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some guy's going to do both years for $800.
Yeah.
That's what he sent to me in Orlando. So when I came back, this is how I mitigated it. I said, hey, you know
That's
what?
good. That's good.
So
It's good to have, like, I believe in this market, it's good to have any business, and any money you make above $50 an hour, or even $50 an hour, is way 3-4 times the minimum wage. So in this market, in this low economy, like, it's great to have money.
one comment that I kind of caught me by surprise. You said you give them complimentary sessions.
Yep.
Don't.
No, this is the only way to distinguish yourself among the 40. Because there are 40, not 40, but assume there is a 40. Okay, there's a big number of instructors worldwide. And somebody in Cayman Island,
Wouldn't it, even if you put a value on it, I don't care if it's $19.95. It shows accountability.
No, her funneling is different, because she funnels from a third party
Right, okay.
program.
Yeah.
So the third party program, or the main key program, they will list all the instructors.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have the AA last name, because if you are AA or you are a hash, if you are the hash number, the hash sign last name, you'll be first. She doesn't have the hash number. She is not first. She's somewhere in the middle. So what give her distinction here is, if we go back to funneling here, if we go back to this model here, she get into the prospecting and the client, because they go there and they see the free 1 hour or the free or the complimentary session, whatever you call it.
Okay.
So there is a block here between this session and this customer. It's supposed to be more than 1 to 10, maybe 2 to 10.
What's your conversion on your complimentary sessions?
I would say about 20%.
20% is 2 to 10, which is great. Because each stage, between each one of these stages, theoretically 1 to 10, and this is our 9 transition. So how many from general will come to be audience, how many we don't know much, but here it will be 1 to 10 theoretically, or 1 to 8. So I will speak to 10 people here, one of them will come here. I will speak to 10 clients, one of them will become a customer. This is the expectation which we should have. If we fail, it will be 1 every 12. If it's 1 every 300, there is a serious problem. We have to shift the program. Shifting it does not mean reworking the material. Shifting it means rewriting it and repositioning the marketing in different way. Shifting it does not mean that my program sucks and I have to do something completely different and you have to work on the material. No, shifting it means you rephrase, you rewrite, you reposition it, you do the marketing in a different way. When more people will sign up here, at that time we do what? We change the content. Because if we change the content, they will not come. We are wasting time We're supposed to do my time first for marketing, get them to sign up. So this is her unique, or not only her, but the other individuals who work like HeartMath and different external program, and they are supplying to it like emotion intelligence and all these practitioners. They have to come in this way.
Okay.
So
As long as the conversions are there. I mean, obviously
the question here,
conversions are working, so I'm
but
just worried if
how we
people
can increase it?
people take advantage of free.
But how can we increase the conversion? This is the problem. Like I sat with someone, and this is just a most recent example as well. Another example, I sat with somebody, and then I start to work on to answer few questions, just why I cannot get more customers. So I start to explain some concepts, and then I start, okay, let's get to work on to explore. I just have like a 3 exploration sessions. It went once, twice, 3, 4. At the 4, they realize that I help them getting more customers, but there are fundamental issues with the business. There are some information missing, there are some financial statement issues, and they keep using this accountant for 14, 16 years, and they are doing wrong things, not to the best interest of positioning the business for sale. So the individual realized that I am solving a small piece, but there is a much bigger issue I have to tackle, which will take me longer time. So he came and said, okay, how long can it be? I said, will be about 6 months to 8 months. He said, okay, let's just start with 6 months. I wanted just 6 months because it was not interesting for me. I don't like to do this work. I know how to do it, but I don't like to do it. But I want to do it because it's a good reputation. So if you position yourself as you have more issues you need to tackle after that, people will justify why they get the service. The alternative is to show that to maintain these solutions, you must repeat it. You must be part of a club. So you justify your service as maintenance service. If you don't have these two, I don't think people will would like to go to the next level. So can you revisit what do you speak about or how you position coming to the next step? I believe this is one of the...
So what's your thoughts on the bonus? Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
I strongly believe the one from Montreal, she came in for the bonus.
Okay.
Because I've been there too. I've seen programs and they're going, I don't know if the program's very good, but look at all the extra features I'm getting.
Yeah.
All the extra bonuses I'm getting on top.
So I should put bonus back in, like I took it out, but you still have to have the bonuses, but I took the word bonus out.
Remember, when you go to have a meal in an open buffet, how much do you eat in an open buffet? I don't want to talk about Shamir, how much does he eat in an open buffet, because he doesn't. But when you have a meal in an open buffet, and somebody will come to give you a bonus of candy or a chocolate or with the check, and she step away and come back, you pay tips, and the tips will increase because of the bonus of a candy. For God's sake, how much dessert was on the open buffet? Okay?
Yeah.
So I strongly believe bonuses, extras. So if I give you, I say, okay, what you get are these sessions. What you will benefit from these sessions is these are the benefits. And I'm throwing here this couple of extra things. You can also get this one bonus. What's missing now for you to sign? You need the service, what's missing now?
Yeah.
Tell me. She will never tell you I don't see the value, because you already proactively said you have an extra and bonus. So if you give me a bonus and the extra.
Okay, so now I had 6 sessions, and the bonuses were included like as processes. But so should I just go back to 6 sessions plus the bonuses? So then I'm doing 8 sessions with people, or
I believe this is a wording thing.
okay, just the wording.
Yeah.
So should I keep the number of sessions out?
No, you must have the sessions. So
Yeah.
the issue is, or what you anticipate to do is 6 sessions, which is like 6 hours, let's call it, and then inside the 6 hours you will give them a bonus of using a special tool. So why you don't make it 5 sessions and 1 extra bonus session to make them 6 back,
Uh-huh.
and the extra session will have the extra bonus.
Mm-hmm.
This can it be?
Another bonus could be maybe a reference sheet or a quick sheet or a quick reference sheet.
She has this as well.
I forgot to bring it.
She has 3 or 4 bonuses. One of them is
Yeah,
quick
so I
sheet.
mean that way it's not taking every time. I'm always thinking of your time. Right?
But also remember that her customers,
5 sessions plus the bonus of the 6.
the issue is her customers are here.
Yeah.
So a checklist for them is meaningless. It's not meaningless, but it's meaningless. You got my point. It's not a key. Like how many of us have a checklist which is never looked back again? How many of us like that's right?
Oh, yeah.
So for them, for people who are relationship selling or not relationship, they appreciate the relationship. They appreciate the human nature. They appreciate they value the life being, the life, the nature. For them, checklists, it's annoying because it's a process.
Right.
So checklist, oh yeah, we have a checklist. But how many?
So
will-
what excites a relationship person then in the bonuses?
With her, what excites them is this extra sessions. So from money perspective, they see that they get 8 hours for the price of 6.
Okay.
So if you wanna make the 8 hours, you may increase the prices a little bit and test it, or you may wanna go say 5 and test it. And if the market here will land itself, it's 8 hours. Sorry, it's 8 hours. You cannot do much.
Mhm.
But people in Cayman Islands, they will pay in a Canadian dollar or in US dollar.
Well, this lady is the one who contacted me is from Canada. She's Canadian, so
Because if you are in Canada, because one of the other aspects you have is your prices are much lower than the US competitor.
yeah.
And I'm not sure if you mention this or you are allowed to mention this. But if you have somebody from overseas, outside Canada, you can charge them with US dollars,
Yeah,
which is an extra 28 or 30% compared just on money exchange.
So I did make an American package, and I also had a UK package, and you know, like with pounds and with US dollars. So
But the UK packet is translating the 800 Canadian to 800.
no, I increased it.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. Do you have any other questions or any other? Okay, let's just
Right
move.
now.
Let's move on. Mike, where do you stand right now, or where are you blocked right now?
Where am I blocked?
Yeah.
Just getting my online package together, and
And where is the holding now?
there's this whole thing is at home. It's not going very good. It's
So what help can we do here for?
take away the other distractions in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master of distraction taking away.
I just don't know how to launch.
Okay.
That's my
Go to the buffet.
Let's just figure out Mike for 5-10 minutes and then talk about launching. Okay.
You said lunch or launch?
Launch.
Lunch.
I name launch as well. So
You're still gonna talk about the plugin too, right?
yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
GDPR. So,
Okay.
so can you articulate 3 steps which you have to take? 1 or 2, 3 steps you have to take right now to push your program forward. And all what you need to do is to give them deadline.
Yeah.
And once you give them deadline, you need to look in your schedule and do it. You know, I was beating a deadline on Friday, and the way to beat the deadline, that's I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I know this deadline since maybe 2 weeks ago, but I didn't do anything. Okay, so all of us are the same boat. But because this deadline is external to me, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and before I went to bed at 11 or 12, I was just working on drafts, and then I wake up in the morning, I polish it, and I make it right. And I said, you know what? I have customers meetings. I said, you know what? I'm not going to any customer meeting before I make sure I have the stamp received by the receptionist of the government office. I went to the government office, I got the stamp, I delayed my first meeting, which is the 4 meetings after, but I said, you know, it has to go out from me at this particular hour. So if you have a deadline and you can give it to us, we can hold you accountable and we can call you on the deadline.
Okay.
So what is your next action or and when do you want to have it so we can call you back?
I'll put that together and send it to you.
Okay, because this is the only way, because we got distracted with other businesses. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the launching strategies, or Kevin, you wanna kick in something before? You want to discuss any other issues before the launching strategy?
Yeah, sure. I'm just looking to make some money, man. Make some money.
Okay.
I'm fired from my job, so I need to make some money.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I want to say about the money, and Shamir here, and he's part of this kind of mindset. We did not want to make money. We wanted to serve people. And in all of my life, I always have money. But I serve people first. So from law of attractions and from all kind of interesting things, if you focus on the money, not on the value you give and the service, you will get the value service, but you'll never get the money. If you focus on the value service, you will serve people, money will come on its own. Can you comment on that?
That's exactly what happened to me.
And I know for you, sorry. I know for you, you look at me right now and say, this guy's nuts. I know that because we have this discussion all the time. That's why I'm looking for other people to relate to you, because this is a complete different. One of our guys here, he's actually came from Landmark, and he also adapted this. And he got like 3 clients in no time, because he adapted just serving people. He had a client, helping the client, getting a second one, third one. So he ended up having 3 paid customers in less than 2 weeks from the start. And they are with him for like 6 to a year, months to a year. So can you basically relate? Because
one of the things when we talk about serving people, it's really the how of feeling better. So serving is one of the ways you feel better. The idea is at the core, what makes you just excited? What would you do for free? And when I started out thinking, I said, I really want to help people and watch them transform from their thinking process here to the next level of thinking process. So I find people who are just 2 steps behind me, because I've been there, done that, and I recognize me in that spot before I'm in this spot. And I helped them, and I felt a lot of joy and excitement in doing that, so I kept doing it for free. As soon as I started doing it for free, people started referring me to other people. And then I mustered up the courage to ask for them to pay me to do that. So as what Wiley is saying, when you actually go after things that make you really excited and passionate, you will beam, and people will just gravitate to you. And that's really the essence of what he's saying, and that's a law of attraction. So when you go after money, what happens is you can say, I really love doing this, but this pays me more. So you forsake that and you go for here, and then you collapse. And then people sense that coming. I think that's the stick.
yeah, no, this is not the thing. This is like, if you focus on the value, we understand money is a necessity of life. We understand this, and we don't want to, because I love you to keep coming back, but I know we don't want to look to you as crazy people, okay? Because I have this conversation so many times with different individuals. If you don't focus on I want money, And if you focus on, I want to serve, I want to serve, I want to serve, you eventually find a serving, and somebody will be giving you money for your service. But if you focus on the service, it's different. Different mentality. I had an individual yesterday, I was working with him at night, at 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, and he always say, a problem, a problem, a problem. I said, like, why you don't stop saying you had problems in your life? Say, I had situations, or I had events.
Challenges.
Not even a challenge, like I said, I had situations, or I had events. And he said, yeah, this is the most powerful thing I learned from you today. I had enough, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I said, I don't want you to go away, he said, no, seriously, I want to call you, I want to get your number, I really liked what you said, and you grabbed me when you shifted this sentence. I said, yeah, because if you keep sitting beside me and say, we have problem, I eventually will get your problems as well, so I don't want to have your problems in my life, you know? Yeah, and it was very interesting. There's another fellow, I was working with him yesterday also in the morning, and he complained to me to death, like, about all the problems he has in his life. And I said, okay, so what happened to this particular problem? One of the problem, he bought a car and he didn't know that this car has a lien hold on it.
Yep.
And he didn't know, and it was transferred, and then he took the guy to the court, or he did something, so this guy actually paid the lien and the car became clear. And he kept talking about this problem. I said, yeah, but the problem, you solve it. He said, yes, but it's a problem. I said, no, you solve it. So he said, it took me longer time to acquire the vehicle, however, is not a problem, because the problem doesn't exist anymore. But he focused on the problem, and he said very clearly, I am a guy, once I came to Canada, I have all kinds of problems. I keep low profiles, and I keep stuck into problems.
Okay.
Yeah, of course you
Where's
don't
your
work.
program at right now, Kevin?
None.
Is it started? Is it together? Is it ready to launch?
No.
Why you say no? Hold on. Let me you inquire him, and I will augment what he say, because I do know information
Okay.
from my mindset different than him.
Okay.
He launched it. He did.
I did one.
He did one session,
Okay.
fully sold out for the 10 seats.
Okay.
He will tell you, I didn't make enough money there. It doesn't matter, but there are 10 individuals paid him a little money. I'm not sure it's up to him to share the amount or not. I don't want to get into confidential information here. But the point, like, he had 10 seats for 10 months service. He had 10 individuals. They come for the 10 seats, and they come for the 10 months, and they paid him whatever he asked them for. And he said, is this what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, so he had a session which went through. Now I'm working to convince him to market the next session.
Did you
And-
enjoy doing the session though? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is my
But-
passion, the leadership thing. That's where
You know.
my heart is.
And I'm convincing him. I'm working with him to convince him to go to market the next session. And his position is, I wanna give more value, and I wanna change the material first. And I'm trying to change his mind. Say, market it first, and the week before you deliver, let's sit together. You can come even to this room. We can come, all of us helping, or we can come and we can basically modify and make it better. That's right.
Yeah.
So you had
What he said.
a program, and you test to drive it, and people accept it. Okay, keep asking him, please.
You have momentum, so you should build on that.
Build on momentum. Yeah. Start marketing your next thing. Get those next 10 bodies in the seats, and keep going.
Hmm.
That's where your happy place is. And how was the experience of those 10 people?
Yeah, they loved it.
And a couple of them have some comment on the content, and I told him, you will never please everybody. We take the comment, and you decided that there is more value you can provide.
All 8 people commented the same way and said, hey, you could have done this better. Then you say, maybe I'll retool it. But if it's just one person go, I liked it, but I would have preferred this, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes just take it as a feedback, as an input, to just hold back there, and as more people might say it, then it's time to look at it. But if it's just one person, let it go. Sounds like you're doing great. 1 session, 10 bodies, 10 signups. Wow.
Yeah.
And they paid money, all of them.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the money is the right amount or a small amount or a bigger amount. Each one of us, when we started, we discounted our service to be almost free. Or
So do you, sorry, I'm gonna ask a personal question. Do you have cash reserves to carry you now that you're out of a job? Or is that where the
Yeah,
stress
at least
is?
a month. At least a month.
At least a month?
Yeah.
Can you get that, can you get a session going and get bums in the seats with money in that month?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that's where your focus needs to be.
Can you have fun doing that? So what's stopping you?
and
Yeah.
also his last job was a sales job, a face-to-face sales job, and he also disclosed to me, "I'm sorry, I'm exposing you here, okay? Sorry, but it's a safe environment, okay?"
Open kimono.
He also told me that he holds the phone and he made phone call to examine people if they want to come to his to the place he was to work to buy. So he's a comfort with picking the phone and selling on the phone. He's a comfort in confronting people in sales one-to-one. So you don't have any of the barriers which I do personally had, and all of us.
Follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
So
done it once. You've done it once. You know you're in your happy place when you do it. Just do it again. Wow, I thought you were stuck like program hasn't launched or a bad session or stuff like that. No, you've done it. You just do it again. It made you money the first time. Just because it doesn't change the second time. Maybe your reiteration happens the third or fourth time. But if it happened once, you can then do it again. Just focus on that, and then get known, and then you start referrals will start coming, and oh yeah, you got it. You got this nailed. You really did. Just market that next session and get those bums in the seats in 2-3 weeks.
and we will talk about how to launch, which can give you some ideas how to market in an alternative way, because I don't have any insights how did you get the first 10 people, but I can tell you any one of us, if we get 10 people one-on-one, we will not need to worry about any other programs, each one of us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you have 10 customers every month, they pay you some money. If you have 10 customers each month, they pay you $500 to $1,000. This is $5,000 to $10,000 a month. That's it. That's $10,000 a month. You make $120,000. That's it. In the training world, the beauty of it is the training is limited, because you deal with people for a year, for 2 years, or for a training, or for a session, or for a workshop, and that's it. So the delivery can be given, people will receive it, will apply it, and that's it, and you move on in life. It's not a TV which will break at home, that's right?
No.
Okay? Does it make sense?
Mhm.
Can you get 5 minutes break? So
Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.